good, 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 good. Oh, my hair looks so ridiculous. Hello, kitten. I'm glad. Welcome, yogis. So I just want to check. I see that some people are here. Can you hear me? That is a good question. That's where I want to start. So thumbs up or yes. And if you are here, could you say hello? It's always a nice little little thing to know that somebody is listening or watching, attending, doing. So. That would imply no. Oh, good. Thank you, Sarah, for letting me know. Hello, Barbara. You can see and hear me. That's a great thing. Good. The internet has just been waving in and out today and yesterday. So I hope that we will have service for the full time and that it doesn't kick me out. But if it does, I'll try and get back on. So be patient with that. I was doing a Zoom group yesterday and got kicked off, and just slowly it brought me back on. So we'll see what happens. I'm sure it'll be all good. So I encourage you, especially for these gentle classes, maybe to grab a towel or a blanket or a bolster. If you have any of those, you might just kind of skip over and grab them and then bring them back to your mat. Okay. Let me grab mine. Perfect. Good. So I have taken 2 towels of my own, and I've folded them in half and in half again, trying to just sort of mimic the studio blankets. And it's a great thing to sit up on. So you might do that. Sit up on 1, sit up on 2, whatever it is you need. It's really to create a little more space into that lower back and into the hips. I'm going to save this one for later. And if you have any props or blocks, I love creating a little support underneath the knee, especially for these evening classes, these gentle classes. Just taking that time to support your practice, support your body in these movements. So you can also bring, again, some towel or blankets or pillows under the knees. So I'm sitting in Baddha Konasana, this no, I'm not. I'm not sitting in Baddha Konasana. I'm sitting in Sukhasana. I'm like, You can sit in any shape you like that feels good, that feels spacious to you tonight as we start the practice tonight, just by dropping in, just by connecting and taking that time to just really let the day kind of wash off of us. A good day, a bad day, whatever it is, just kind of let it wash off, right? And then move into this space here, this practice here together. And just let your eyes softly close, or you can keep the eyes just slightly dimmed, whatever feels right to you. Just notice how you feel. Notice the thoughts in your body. Notice the breath wherever it is. And just let yourself drop in. So you might notice sounds around you. And see if you can just take note and then let them go. Release them. Let them be sort of in the background, right? Not in the forefront. You might notice the temperature of the space that you're in. Taking that, feeling that, connecting to it. And then as you just kind of again, that a little bit aside, and you come back to noticing those thoughts. And can you begin to put them aside a little bit more? As they come and go throughout your practice, just recognize them. And try not to cling to them, but to release them. Whatever they are, often we have thoughts of negativity, more things to do, more things to do. See if you can just, again, let them go and come into your body here. Come into your breath. Come into this practice, this gratitude of this practice, showing up for yourself here. Just feel the breath. Let it begin to rise into your body. Rise up from the belly, up into the ribs, and then up into the heart center. And then feel the breath as it releases heart center, ribs, down into the belly. And again, take that breath, filling up the belly, the ribs, up into the heart center, really just taking a full, slow breath here and releasing heart center, ribs, and belly. That's our breath. Inhale, belly, ribs, and heart center. And heart center, down into the ribs, and then all the way down into the belly. Again, feel that rhythm, taking this breath, Durga Pranayama. And exhaling, soft, slow, back out. Feel the breath as it rises in your body. Feel the breath as it releases, back out. Just feel it rising through this center line, this channel of energy of our spine. And releasing, letting go. And just staying with that rise and that fall. And on your next exhale, just let it all release back out. We're going to take a nice inhale, bring the palms together, Anjali Mudra. Exhale out softly the mouth. Take a nice inhale. Again, softly out through the mouth. Listen for the breath. Inhale. And out softly through the mouth. Exhale. And as you bow your head down into your heart, so just bowing, sitting a little taller, feeling this beautiful space come into the back of the neck, into the shoulders. This honoring of our day, our practice as we drop in this evening. Gentle, easeful, connected. Take one more breath here. Maybe setting an intention if you like for that practice. For me, just to remind myself to be gentle, to be easeful, to stay connected. I'm going to take a nice inhale, lifting the head. Open the mouth again a little deeper with that exhale. Beautiful. Bring the hands down onto the knees, kind of cupping those knees. And from here, we're going to take an exhale when it comes back. Sit back and just get that nice rounding of the spine, that hollowing out of the belly. And you can gently maybe rock a little bit side to side. You might even nod the head a little bit side to side. Just connect, just feel the space coming into the back of the body. One more breath here. Ow, my cat just clawed me. And then inhale, slowly roll back up. Lift the chest this time, melt the shoulders away from the ear and open up the heart of your exhale. Good, staying there. So nothing pushy, just kind of massage the shoulders away from the ears. One more breath. Just massage the shoulders down away from the ears. Good, and then just bring your head and gaze out in front and shoulders over the hips. We're going to take, and imagine we're going to lead with our nose here. And we're going to take and just make some nice circles, one direction. I'm starting to the right. You might start to the left. And just slow, just making some nice circles with the nose. Take your time. You might find that you can capture the breath, and on an inhale, as you kind of sweep and lift the nose, the exhale comes and you let that head drape down, chin rolling down. So you might begin to relax a little bit more. Inhale, nose lifts, circling the head as you exhale. Belly gently draws in and feel that into the back of the body. 2 more rounds, one direction, inhaling, kind of lifting that nose and chin. And exhale, tucking the chin, feeling that space into the neck. One more. And that exhale, let the chin just round in and just feel that space, back of neck. Take a breath there. Inhale. Exhale. And slowly taking this nose and begin to make circles the opposite direction. So I'm heading towards the left first, capturing my inhale as I lift up into the circle. And that exhale as I round down. Good. Inhale as you lift up, rolling the nose up to the sky. And exhale as you circle down. And a few more times, really find the breath as you lift up. And that exhale as you round down. And again, 2 more times, just taking that nice slow circle. Exhale, chin dips down. One more time, inhale. And with that exhale, let that chin dip down and just let it pause there, just feeling that nice breath there. Inhales, exhales, just feel the chin dipping down. One more. Good, and that exhale. From here, just lift the gaze back out in front, and if you're in this cross-legged Sukhasana, just take a moment and just switch the legs, or not. It's up to you. Just your knees might want a little break, or if you're in another seat, just maybe take a little bit of movement and then just reestablish whatever it is for you. So again, I'm in Sukhasana. You can be wherever it is for you. Support the knees if you like. Sit nice and tall here. Now, from here, we're going to take that right hand and we're going to bring it down alongside us and let the fingertips kind of be pointing out and the kind of reaching towards the earth. Take a nice breath. Oh my God, this cat. And let that left ear, just dip down towards that left shoulder. So you're getting a nice reach in through the fingertips, the arm, the neck. You can always lift the arm a little bit and reach it a little bit further away. It's up to you. Or just keep those fingers on the earth. We're going to take 4 more breaths here. Those nice Durga Pranayama, the nice full inhale. And the exhale. Let the exhale relax you. Let the shape really be about gravity melting you. And again, that breath. And that exhale as you open up the whole right side of your body. Good. 1 more. Here's that inhale. And that exhale, just opening up that neck. Beautiful. Take that left hand and just bring it to your temple on that left side and just kind of push, help that head come back up. So from being so open, kind of nice to support the movement of lifting the head back up. Now switch, taking that left arm down alongside you. Again, the fingertips reaching long. The fingertips can touch the earth or they might kind of hover. It's up to you, really. Take a nice inhale, lengthen your spine, and then exhale, just let that right ear dip down towards that right shoulder. And just take your breath there. Just take a moment just to kind of ease into it. And then find the breath for 4 inhales. And just relax deeply. Listen for these exhales. Inhale. Let gravity release you with the exhale. 2 more. 1 more. Beautiful. And then bring these right fingertips to that right temple and just kind of push gently into the temple to bring the head back up. Love it. Bring the hands back down onto the knees. And from here, we're going to take a few rounds of cow and cat, seated cow and cat. So we began to do it in the first bit. Take a nice inhale, open up the chest, and then exhale now, deeply rounding behind, kind of cupping the knees if you're in that Sukhasana. Good. Inhale, lifting into that cow, chin lifts, heart opens. And exhale, rounding back into that cat. 2 more rounds, just a nice tilting and opening of the pelvis. And exhale, belly button draws in as you hollow out that belly. Good. 1 more round. Inhale, opens up that heart. And that exhale hollows you out. Beautiful. Come back. Nice long spine, shoulders stacked over the hips. We're going to take one more sequence with in our seated pose. So we're going to start taking that right hand. I'm going to turn the palm out and slide that hand into our lower back. So I'm just going to turn to the side. So as you slide that right hand into your lower back, we're just going to take that left hand and just find maybe the fingertips and maybe just slide that hand a little bit more across the back. And then as you do, sit tall, take a breath, and just let that shoulder, let it relax. Let's take a breath as you're opening up the front of that shoulder now. Good. 1 more breath here, just to relax. And then taking that left arm, reach it up to the sky. Cross it over to the outside of that right knee. Take a breath, inhale. And then very slowly, just open up a little bit. Again, we're opening that right shoulder, that chest. We're drawing the belly in. Taking nice gentle movements tonight, not pushy, just easing the body into the evening. 2 more breaths here. 1 more breath. Beautiful. And then as you unravel, slow, taking the arms both down alongside, unraveling that that right arm and giving it a little shake. So you should feel a nice little kind of warmth into that shoulder. And we're going to come to the other side. So we're going to take the opposite arm. We're going to take that left arm, slide it behind us. And you can always take that right hand and maybe just slide that arm across the back of the body a little bit, palm facing out, and pause there. So just let that shoulder have a little breath. Just quiet there for a moment. Breathing in, breathing out. And again. Love it. Now, from here, we're going to take this right arm. We're going to reach it up to the sky. Get that nice big inhale. Draw the belly in. And then take this right hand across to the outside of that left knee. Take a nice inhale. Inhale to grow long. And then just a little bit of a twist with the exhale. Not a whole bunch. Just feel softness here, right? Just a little bit of a twist. Breathe into the chest. Breathe into the shoulder. Relax into it. 2 more breaths. Just soft, full, even breaths. 1 more breath. And then ever so slowly, as we undo this twist, taking that left arm and slowly letting it unravel and just giving it a little bit of a circle there. Yeah, so just feeling the warmth in it as it releases from that stretch. You realize after it's a little bit of a deep stretch, right? Feels good though. So from here, we're just gonna move and come to our hands and knees, our tabletop position. We're going to spread these fingers and get the hands, the wrists kind of underneath the shoulders. We're going to take a nice long spine here. And we're going to take an inhale and come into those cows. But this time we're going to curl the toes under, lift the tail, lift the chest, open the heart. Take another breath there. Inhale, belly button reaches for the earth. Exhale. 1 more. Take that nice inhale. Keep the toes curled and then leading with the tail. Exhale, round into that spine. Should feel really good. Kind of lift the inner thighs and pelvic floor. Take a breath there. Reach out of the hands as you exhale into the back of the body. Beautiful. Inhale. Move back to that cow. Open up that heart. Now exhale as you move back to that cat. Inhale again. 2 more rounds. Really just moving through the whole body tonight. Exhale as you round. 1 more round. Inhale, toes stay curled or not. It's up to you. And exhale, hollow out. Reach into the back of the body. Should feel good. Let the chin dip. Good. Now, release the toes. Bring the knees wide. And slide down into that child's pose. And I offer, again, you can put a towel, a blanket into the crease of the knees, remembering gentle, easeful practice. Yeah, then you don't go so deep, but you also have support to kind of relax into. Forearms can be on the earth. You might even stack the hands or fists and let that head rest there. Just take a few breaths. Again, easeful, kind, gentle. And whatever if you set a mantra or an intention, just being gentle, easeful, soft. Good. Listen to the breath. 1 more here. Perfect. Now, releasing the hands if they're stacked, we're just going to take that left arm and we're just going to reach it long out in front and then bring the palm down onto the earth. This right arm, you can stay bent just to support the chest a little bit. And then just take a breath and inhale. Let the head go and exhale. Just massage into the front of that left shoulder, that armpit. So again, we don't have to go deep. Make it about you. Taking your breath here, just breathe into the left side, the left shoulder, the lower back, the spine. Good. One more breath here. And then slowly, just taking this left hand, we're going to slide it back just to support the chest a little bit. Take that right arm, reach it nice and long, draw the belly in, and then let that hand sort of flat down onto the mat. Take an inhale and then exhale into the stretch of the shoulder, the rib, the waist, the lower back, the spine, and up back into the neck. And just take your sweet breath here. Let the thoughts of the day that might keep re-entering, when you notice, just release them, let them go. Come back to my voice, come back to the breath. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Beautiful. And then from here, slide that right hand back. We're going to just come back up, tabletop, hands and knees. You can slide that blanket out or towel or pillow out. And we're going to just take and rock the hips a little bit side to side and let the torso go the opposite direction. And just find a little bit of that rhythm. So I'm trying to think of a good view. So as you take the hips one direction, the torso kind of flows the other. And then again, find that. Just inhales and exhales. 1 more. Good. Now from here, remember we circled our nose. I want you to begin to get that same movement. So kind of lift the head and then dip the head as the hips go the other direction. Good. Now again, lift the head as you circle through, over to the other side, dip the head. And then from here, just explore this movement a little bit more. You might lift the chin, and then you might begin to tuck the chin around the spine as you move the hips to the opposite direction and lift the head. You got it? So feel there's kind of this big figure 8. Explore it, no right or wrong. Good. One direction, your direction. Feels really good in my spine and my neck. And then when you're ready, just slow, begin to take it the other way. Just take your time. Lifting the chin, hips begin to round and lift. Take it the other way. Good. So big figure 8s. Movement of the pelvis, the tail. I know, 2 more times. You may get a little dizzy. Don't overdo. Good, 1 more time. Great way to build a little heat. Come back, nice neutral spine here. Good. From here, we're going to take this right leg, just bring it behind us, curling the toes under, getting a little bit of that stretch that I often do in the evening into the legs. Stretch of the calves. You can lift the head, the gaze slightly out in front, shoulders down the back of the body. Good. 1 more breath as you melt down into the heel. And then from here, taking this right leg, lift it up. You're going to cross that leg over. So as you cross it over the left leg, you're going to take the hips slightly over to the right, torso over to the left. You might even take your gaze around and look for those toes on that right foot. And if it feels too much in the arms, you can bring both forearms down or one forearm. 1 more breath here. And then slowly, if you're lifting back up to the hands, if your forearms are done, come back down, come back to a neutral spine, and then draw this right knee back in. Hands and knees, and coming to the other side. So as we do, Take the left leg behind us, curl the toes under, and just sit back into that heel. Massage at the back of the leg, inhales and exhales. Good, 2 more breaths here. And 1 more. Just let that body open easily. And then taking this left leg, we're going to lift it up, and then we cross it over the right. Toes are curled down. Take a nice inhale. Take the hips to the left, and a little bit of that gaze round. You might look towards the toes or just a soft gaze. And again, if it's feeling a lot on the arms, you can always take the forearms down, giving those arms a little bit of a rest. Whatever it is, stay connected. Breathe into the left side of your body. 1 more breath. Beautiful. And as you come out, that left leg reaches behind, and then the left knee comes back down. We're going to slide back into that child's pose again. Knees wide, toes can come together. And just melt. Now this time, let those arms reach out in front. Get that nice big reach. Let the palms be down on the earth. And as you sit back towards your heels, let those hands kind of melt down the mat. Head might rest on the mat, but make sure you don't overdo. So if you need to bend the elbows, then do. Take the breath into the whole side body, into the chest, into the neck, into the hips. One more breath. And then slowly, we're going to come back up, hands and knees. Knees come back under the hips. Good. From here, we're going to take this right leg, reaching it out behind us again. This time, keep it lifted, and we're going to lift the chest here and lift the leg. A little stretch into the front of the body. We're going to bend that right knee and almost kind of reach as if we're pointing that toe. We're going to touch the back of our head with a toe. Take a breath, inhale, and that exhale, open up the heart. Beautiful. Now, from here, we're going to take this right leg, extend it long, and then step it through between the hands. So you can always help it, of course. It doesn't have to look gorgeous. Don't judge it. And then hands, again, down onto the earth, or you might slide in some props or books. And just lean in here. So as we take this lunge, we're just going to lean forward slightly. Yeah, just feel a nice stretch into the front of the hips, into the spine. Take another breath here. Good. Now, from here, we're going to let that head release. So just let it round, let it dip. And again, if you have props to bring the hands on, it's a little more easeful. Just a little bit more elevation so you can relax and breathe into the hips, into the spine. Endlessly let the head go with gravity here. Good. One more breath. There it is. Good. And then take the gaze out in front slightly. Slide the hand to the top of that knee and just lift yourself up. And you might slide that right foot back. You're in that lunge here. Knee down lunge. Open up the heart and just make some nice circles. Good. One more. Good. And then open up the chest. So just take the gaze slightly up. A little bit of a lifting of that nose. Not too much. Good. Take that left arm, reach it up to the sky. Take this right hand. We're going to slip it palm facing out into our lower back. So you might slide it across a little bit. Relax that right shoulder. Remember to breathe. And take this left hand across the body to the outside of that right knee. Take a nice inhale. Slight twist. Doesn't need to be big. Just open up the heart. Breathing in and breathing out. One more breath. Beautiful. And slowly unravel. Bring the hands back to the knee. We're going to take these arms, sweep both of them up to the sky. Take a breath as you arrive and inhale. And an exhale, opening up our chest. Take a nice inhale. We're going to take these palms and we're going to reach them long, kind of brushing out in front of us. Yes, feel the legs working. Bring the hands down either side of that right foot. And then slide back a little bit as you extend that right leg long. Beautiful. Take a breath there. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Inhale. And then exhale. Take a nice inhale. Bring that foot back down onto the earth. And then slide that right foot back. Hands and knees. And here's your option. You can slide to child's pose. You can curl the toes under, come to a little bit more of a puppy dog pose, or you can lift and take a downward dog. Whatever it is, any of those three or anything else you need, just keep it easeful. Find the breath wherever you are, focusing the mind to the breath. Relaxing the head. Good. One more breath. And if you're in that downward dog, slowly bring the knees down. If you're in that child or puppy dog, find that way to tabletop. We're going to take the hands, just walk them a little bit more forward here. Slide the hips forward, shoulders over the knees for this knee down plank. Take your breath, inhale. And then slowly just bend the elbows behind you and lower all the way down. Yeah, it should feel good when you arrive. Shift a little bit. Hands underneath the shoulders, elbows close to the ribs. Just find this first cobra, chest lifts. Keep it low tonight. Just feel this nice back bend, heart opener. Find a breath. Inhale. And softly lower with the exhale. Two more. Just waving up a little bit as you inhale to cobra. And exhale, softly releasing. One more. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, rolling down. We're going to lift towards the cobra, and as we do, soft push out of the hands, come back, hands and knees. We're going to take this left leg, and we're going to take it behind us, right? So it's off the earth. We're going to lift the head a little bit, kind of reaching through the front of the body. Little bit of a back bend, little reach into the front of the body. Bend that left knee. Point the toe as if you're going to reach that toe and touch the back of your head. Lift the belly, open the heart. One more breath. Beautiful. Extend that left leg long and then set it up. Step it through between the hands. No rush. Just find that space. Foot down onto the earth, that left knee kind of rolling over it a little bit. Hands can be on those blocks or books. Just let yourself lean in slightly, but not collapse. Just lift the heart for a second, lengthen the neck. Just breathe. And then slowly, just let that head go. Again, if you have those props, it's much more spacious with the blocks or books underneath the hands. Take your breath, endlessly letting go. It's usually by the third or fourth breath that you actually let go. There it is. One more breath. Good. Take the gaze, a long spine, gaze out in front. Focus your eyes. Slide the hands up to the top of that left knee and just lift yourself up. And you might slide that left foot back a little bit so you're a little more stable, a little more balanced. And just take the shoulders. So see if you can find the opposite direction of what you found first when you circled them. I'm going to now go back and up and forward. A little more awkward for me. It's not my tendency. One more circle. Good. And then just let that chest open, shoulders melt away from the ears. And for us, we're going to take that left hand, slide it into the lower back, palm facing out. You can always slide it a little bit deeper across if that feels appropriate for you. We're going to take this right hand, reach it up to the sky, gaze out in front, and then take this right hand across to the outside of that left knee. And just lengthen on the inhale and take a little twist on the exhale. Opening the heart and breathing. And 2. And 1. And ever so slowly, a little bit of that effort here. Just reach the arms up to the sky. Open up that heart. One more breath. Inhale. Find that balance. Exhale. Now turn the palms away. Begin to draw the belly in. Reach forward, forward, forward. And then bring the palms down to the earth. Slide them back a little bit as you extend that left leg. And then exhale. Find that nice rhythm. Where can you let go and soften? A few more breaths. Inhales. And exhale. Inhale. And then exhale. One more breath. Beautiful. Now rolling forward. That left foot comes back down onto the earth. Good. Just lift the chest a little bit. And then from here, that option again, slide that left leg back. And come down into child's pose or curl the toes to puppy dog pose. Hips are a little higher, heart open. Or move into that downward facing dog. Wherever we are, we're going to take about 5 breaths. So you might go to the dog for 2 and then slide into that child, whatever it is for you. Keep it easeful for the evening. This gentle practice. You can always pedal the legs from that downward dog. Nod the head to relax the neck. Good. 2 more breaths wherever you are. Just connect to it. Let go into it. And 1 more breath. And if you're in that downward dog, slide the knees down. We all come back, tabletop position, hands and knees. We're going to walk the hands a little bit out in front. Slide forward to that knee down plank again. Lift the belly, take a nice inhale, and just lower down. Elbows bend behind you. Beautiful. Take that nice inhale, lift to that cobra. Keep it gentle. And this time, exhale, release down. Stack the hands and let that forehead rest onto the knees. We're going to bend these knees, and just circle those feet. One direction. And then switch heading the other direction. Good. And then re-extend the legs. So I'm going to give options here as well. So one way, we're going to take and bend this knee and reach around with that right hand and find that ankle and just let the top of that thigh bend, top of that thigh push down into the earth and that hip. Now, if it's difficult to reach the hand, I'm just going to tell you, roll to your left side, right? You can bring your head down onto your arm, and you might bend the leg that way. And just breathe there. Whichever way you choose, just take a few breaths on your side. Just take and kind of send that right hip a little bit more forward, and just open up that chest and that quad. 2 more breaths for all of us. 1 more breath. And then if you're on your side, release the foot, slide back to your belly. Good. And then just coming to the other side. So same thing. You might reach around, finding that left foot with that left hand, drawing that heel down towards the glute, and just stay long there. Or you might, I'm going to take my back to you, roll to your right side. Let the head rest onto that arm. You might bend that bottom leg and reach to find that left foot. And just keep it gentle, not stressful. We're going to take 3 more breaths wherever you are. And 2 breaths. 1 more breath. And then if you're on your side, release that leg, that foot. Come back to your belly. Slide the hands underneath the shoulders. And just softly lift back, tabletop, hands and knees. Good. And from here, we're going to take these legs. We're going to bring them around, coming back to our seat just for a moment. Good. This time, taking these feet, bring them into that good old Baddha Konasana that I love, especially in the evening. It's just such a nice open shape. You can slide blankets or blocks underneath the knees. Let's rock a little bit side to side. Soles of the feet together. Hands now can be on the knees. We're going to sit back again. So we did this earlier with Sukhasana. Let's sit back again and just tuck the chin and round in. Find that balance there. So the more you kind of tuck the chin and lean back, the more balance. Just find the breath. 2 more breaths. Good. 1 more breath. And then drawing the belly button in, slowly rolling up. So getting that length and lifting the chest a little bit. Slide the hands down towards the ankles. Take a nice inhale to lengthen, and then fold yourself forward with that exhale. And you might rock slightly side to side. Make it yours, please. All about you. And endlessly letting go. And the same thing here. Take another breath. Inhale. Lengthen and then exhale softly out through the mouth. And just let that head release. So every time you exhale, let the head go a little bit more. One more breath. Inhale. And then exhale. Lift the belly button in and up for that support of the spine as you roll yourself up. Taking the hands to the outside of the knees. Bring the knees together a little bit, right? And extend that left leg long. Keep this right foot on the earth and to the inside of that left leg. Let the hands interlace to just help you get a little more length in the spine and feel the heart opening and the shoulders releasing. One more breath. And then taking this left hand to the outside of your right knee, this right hand option, it can come across into the lower back and even a little bit further and take that twist like that. Or let the fingertips just come onto the earth and take the twist with the fingertips on the earth. One's a little more of a core twist. This one's a little with the fingertips down. It's just a little more easeful. So whatever feels right. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And then slowly unraveling. From here, take that right leg long. Slide that left foot in so that foot is to the inside of that right leg. Interlace the fingers. Sit nice and tall. Relax the shoulders down away from the ears. Inhales and exhales. Again, another breath. Sitting tall. Love it. Now, from here, that right hand wraps to the outside of that left knee. And same thing, as you inhale, lengthen, let that left hand wrap around. It might come into the lower back with the palm facing out, lifting the belly and taking the twist like that. Or bring the fingertips down onto the earth, a little more easeful. That's what I'm going to do. And then take the twist. 2 more breaths. Just relax. 1 more breath. And then slowly coming back to center, extending the left leg long. And then from here, just make your way down onto your back. So maybe bend those knees. Oh, I want you to grab that towel because we're going to, for Shavasana, that stack, put them behind our knees. So make sure they're close before you get all down on the earth. Good. And then when you arrive, just take these knees into the chest. Give them a nice big hug. You might interlace the hands around them and massage that lower back. You might just keep the hands on individual knees. Doesn't matter. And just let that back have some ease right now. Breathe into it. One more breath. Good. From here, we're going to take these feet, slide them down to the earth. We're going to take this right leg, draw it into our chest, give it a hug. And then cross this right knee over the left, like that ladies cross. And if this feels too much, you can always uncross and just have the legs side by side. We're going to move into a twist here. So first we're going to take the hips. We're just going to lift them off the earth and just shimmy them over to the right and down a few inches. And then slowly take the knees, draw them over to the left. Hand can come along the outside of that left knee with that left hand. And that right arm, you can open out to the side, hopefully not to get attacked by this crazy cat. And just let the heart open. The back muscles relax. Just breathe. Letting go of the day. Two more breaths. Just notice those exhales. how you can let go with them. One more breath. And then slow. Just bring these knees back through to center. Take your time. Uncross the legs if they're crossed. Take that spine, bring it back to neutral. So just shift the hips back to neutral and gently rock the knees side to side, little windshield wipers. And then coming to the other side. So again, that option, crossing left knee over right, nice tight cross there, or just keep the feet side by side, knees side by side. Lift the hips off the earth just slightly and shimmy them over to the left, and then bring the hips back down. Right hand onto the outside of that left knee. And then just take these knees over to the right. And same thing, that left arm can always open out to a T, or you might find it down a little bit more alongside your body. And just taking a few breaths here. This exhales endlessly releasing you. Just let go of the day. Move with ease and relaxation into your evening. Just connecting to yourself, to the goodness of yourself, and just take that with you, that connection. Beautiful. And then slowly just bringing the knees back through. Uncrossing the legs, shimmying that spine back into neutral, bringing it back down onto the earth. And we're going to draw these knees into our chest, giving them a hug. But this time, let the knees open a little bit wider, kind of that child's pose on your back. And the toes might come together a little bit. And just feel a nice space, lower back, dropping down into the earth. And just breathe there. Long neck, open heart. One more breath. And then let these knees come back into your heart center. We're going to end with a little bit of an inversion. That's why I was looking at my clock. I want you to take this towel or blanket or pillow or block. We're going to slide it right under that sacrum. It's kind of that area at the base of the spine. So not the lower back, but right at the base of the spine. And then let your sacrum rest down onto that pillow, onto that block or blanket. And then draw the knees back towards your chest. You might shimmy around here a little bit. And then just softly extend the legs up towards the sky. So the placement of that prop, again, there's the spine, and at the base of it, there's this little kind of triangle, diamond shape, like, that of a baseball field pad. Oh my gosh. And then plate. And then, so I want you to kind of find that where that blanket, pillow, towel is to support you. And just breathe. Just let the blood move from your feet, through your legs, to your belly, and back to your heart. Take about 3 more breaths here, nice and long. a wonderful practice. This legs or up into the sky. You can also take them up onto the wall. Maybe you do that for your Shavasana. You can take this whole thing to the wall or stay longer. Really wonderful way to ease into the evening. So if you like to do that, you can always move towards a wall and bring the legs up the wall. If you would like to take Shavasana laying down and bring the feet down, I'm going to take my towels. I have those too. I'm going to make a nice little stack there, sliding them behind my knees. And then coming back down. And let that stack, that cushion, let it support my knees. Relaxing the hips, the knees, the ankles, the feet. Palms can turn up away from the body. And just take a nice inhale here. And exhale out through the mouth. And just let yourself go. Just let yourself be. Shavasana. Let all the muscles of your body melt into the earth. Releasing the day as you move into the evening. Just breathing into your body. Creating space for your body, your whole body. You might stay a little longer, releasing, following the breath. If your legs are up the wall or you might want to move there, try it out. If you like to come up, just roll to your side. And just come up to your seated position. Taking your time. Notice your body, how it feels. And let this guide you, this easefulness, this relaxed feeling as you walk through your evening. Bring your hands to your heart center. Take a breath, inhale. Soft exhale out through the mouth. And inhale as we come together for Om. Namaste. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful, beautiful evening. And I'll see you tomorrow.